In this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 most effective exercises for weight loss. The first exercise is walking. Now, before you think, walking, no, actually walking is very underrated when it comes to weight loss and exercise generally. Because there's walking and there's walking. What do I mean? Well, first of all, you could go for a stroll. Now, a stroll is basically walking at a window shopping pace, or an intensity of 4 on a scale of 10. And it burns about 238 calories an hour. Then there's a brisk walk. And this is an effort of 5 or 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. And a brisk walk will burn up to 340 calories an hour, and that's if you're walking at a pace of about 3.5 to 4 miles an hour. Then there's a power walk. And a power walk burns approximately 564 calories an hour at a pace of 4 to 5 miles an hour. And the effort that you put in should be around 7 or 8 on a scale of 10. So there's lots of different types of walking that you can do. Now, a good way to use walking as part of your weight loss regime is to do 3 short, when I say short, I mean about 30-minute high-intensity walks plus 2 moderate-paced recovery walks a week. And you can lose up to 6 times more abdominal fat than simply strolling 5 days a week. And this is despite the fact that both activities burn the exact same number of calories. And that's according to the good people at health.com. Now, walking is actually better for you than running because it's easier on your joints. A lot of people think that you've got to run to lose weight because you're working up a sweat. You're burning off the calories because you're sweating and you're working out and you're working hard. But actually, tests have found out that really there's not a lot of difference between walking and running. And walking can be easier on your joints, especially if you go jogging on a city street or something like that. It can do a lot of damage to your joints, particularly your knees. Okay, the next type of exercise is cycling. And the thing about cycling is it raises your heart rate. And in so doing, it boosts cardiovascular activity. And as that happens, of course, you burn off calories. So if you cycle for an hour at a medium pace, you're going to burn off about 400 calories. And if you cycle at a hard pace, quite fast, you're going to burn off about 1,000 calories. For best results, you should alternate every other day. Now, the last 3 exercises I've grouped together under the heading of strength training. And these exercises are weightlifting, push-ups, which are also known as press-ups in some countries, and sit-ups. And while these exercises don't burn a lot of calories directly, they do raise your heart rate. So you keep burning calories even after you've finished exercising. And of course, these type of exercises build muscle. Now, muscles burn up a lot of calories, even when they're not being used directly. Just to sustain the muscle, your body needs to burn up a lot of calories. So when you've got strong muscles, even when you're sitting watching TV, your body is still burning up calories just to maintain them. And that's where the weight loss aspects of these sort of strength training exercises come in. Now, when you do these strength training exercises, you want to vary your activity. Don't do the same workout every single day. And if you're weightlifting, you should increase weights gradually. You don't want to try and lift too much too soon because you could tear a muscle, you could do muscle damage, and that would set your exercise regime back and you'd probably put the weight on in the meantime. So increase your weights gradually. And your muscles should start to fatigue after 10 to 12 repeats. And the same goes for push-ups and sit-ups. You should increase the number until you start to feel tired. But don't do so much exercise that you feel completely exhausted, because then you're going to start to need to replenish the energy that you've burned off. You're going to start to get cravings. You're going to start to have hunger pangs and that sort of thing. Which leads me neatly to the next point, which is don't eat right after exercising. What you want to do is you want to let your body eat into its reserves for a while. You should rehydrate, of course, but only drink water. Don't drink any of these sports drinks, isotonic sports drinks, that sort of thing. They're generally full of sugar. They're generally full of glucose and other types of sugars. So that's not going to be very conducive to losing weight. You also want to check your weight loss rate regularly. If you're losing too much too soon, you'll just put it on again. And if you're losing too little, that means your exercise regime isn't rigorous enough and you need to step it up. One thing that you can do is you can hire a personal trainer to work out a custom exercise program for you. Some gyms have coaches and people on the staff who can also work things out for you and get a nice exercise regime for you. So there you go, the 5 most effective exercises for weight loss.